you for joining us. My name is Bliss Reckwa-Trouts, the director of the Las Vegas Worker Center. I'm here with Ricky and Eric, sons of Cecila Gomez. I want to ask you to take a second and imagine going to an interview with your mother, nervous with anticipation that she would finally get a green card that she had worked so hard for. Now imagine that instead of watching your mother advance further in the process of becoming a legal permanent resident, she is taken away into a private room, supposedly for the purpose of an interview, where she is then immediately confronted by immigration agents, where she is assaulted, intimidated, and coerced. By the end of the week, she was in transit to be deported to Mexico. She was transported through Las Vegas, Denver, El Paso, to Nogales, before we were able to stop her due to the efforts of her sons and family to intervene in this case. This is what happened last week here at this office. Is that who we are as a country? Is that who we have become? Where immigration agents can assault a person without recourse. If it weren't for the efforts of her family, she would be in Mexico right now, and if it weren't for the support of community and Congress. She is now in detention in Arizona, a long way from home, and she continues to fight to be able to remain together with her family and to fight for her green card. We are here today calling for her immediate release. Cecilia is not a risk to this community. She's a mother, she's been a worker, most recently she's been a stay-at-home mother for her 3 sons who are all high-performing academically in magnet schools locally, and a freshman at Wesleyan in Connecticut. And I want to create space here to hear briefly from her sons to the extent that they're able to share. And introduce yourself.
I am Ricardo Avalar, son of Cecila Gomez, and I am here to tell the community to watch out for these people who took away my mother and his mother, to try to tell them to watch out for them, because we are mourning right now. We don't know how to handle the situation. I'm trying to be as strong as I can be, trying to handle the situation, trying to handle school, trying to handle him. It's a lot. And I just want help from the community. I just want support. I just want her to come home to us today. That's all.
I am Eric Avalar. I am Cecila Gomez's son, and I really miss my mom. I wish she would come back home to us, because right now I am missing her, and she can't see me right now, and it feels like there's a part of me missing, and I've never been through this, so it's really hard for me and my other brothers, and I really wish she was coming back home. That's all.
Thank you. I also want to share, in addition to being lured by USCIS, only to be detained by ICE, and then when she asked to read the documents before signing them that ICE was attempting to coerce her to sign, at that point is when she was assaulted by the deportation officer. I lastly want to share that 20 years ago, Cecilia and her family were victims of notario fraud at the hands of Maria Romero, who was later prosecuted for misrepresenting herself as an agent of the U.S. government. For that reason, Ms. Gomez has a deportation order from 20 years ago that she was never made aware of until attending this interview here last Tuesday. We'll be available for any further questions, and Ms. Gomez's lawyer is also available for comment. Thank you all. Okay.
Can we do interviews?
We're going to stay together just so that I'm able to support them.
Okay.
So, yeah. I guess we can do this together. Right now, we have testimony from Cecilia. what she has told us and her family is that when she reached for documentation, she told the immigration agent, "I don't want to sign anything without reading it." And when she reached for it, the agent pinned her arm behind her back and slammed her into the table. She has bruises along her side. She has repeatedly asked while in detention to have photos taken of those bruises. When she's made that request, she has been mocked. To date, no one has assisted her in documenting that. She's also been moved so repeatedly that it's been difficult for us to get legal counsel in to see her to be able to document the evidence before the bruises disappear.
So you're saying her lawyer has tried to see her, but they are not allowing a lawyer to see this woman?
No, I'm saying that she's entitled to legal counsel. I'm saying because she's been moved so frequently and it's been difficult to locate her. She's now been through Las Vegas, Denver, El Paso, 2 facilities in Nogales, and was moved yesterday to Eloy. Because she's been moved so frequently, it's been difficult for us to schedule someone to visit her, to be able to capture that.
So has somebody actually visited her?
She has not had a physical visit in days. Her only contact for days has been with prison guards and other inmates.
How have you been able to communicate with her?
Telephone.
Have they given her a timeline of how this process is going to go from here on out? I know she's being detained right now. Do you guys foresee her being actually deported?
So we were able to file a motion to reopen the case, which generates an automatic stay of deportation. We don't know when the judge will rule on that motion, but she will not be deported while we're waiting for that decision. The field office management has told us that she will be transferred back to Henderson, but has not given us a timeline in terms of when we can expect her to be back here where her family would be able to visit her in detention.
And she, besides being a victim of notarial fraud, she had never had any criminal history or any...
No criminal record whatsoever.
You said she was lured into this office by USCIS. Was there a different understanding?
They have
she was
cameras.
maybe
They have tons of
expecting a
cameras.
green
This is
card,
what they're
something
doing,
else?
but
Do you
they're
know
not
how the
doing
story
anything
of
about
her
it.
coming here and
And as
getting
soon
this
as they
appointment
abuse them,
all came
they go
about?
back to Mexico.
Yes, her oldest son, who is away at college in Connecticut, when he turned 21, he filed a family-based petition for her. And so she received an I-130 approval, which does not indicate approval of her family-based petition, that came with a request to attend an interview here. So she, when she came here last Tuesday, expected that this would be the final stop before getting a green card. Instead, it was not a USCIS interview. It was immigration waiting for her. It was 10 minutes start to finish before her belongings were provided to her family.
Was she, did she ever have any indication that she did have that deportation removal in her background at all? Did she have any indication?
She was never aware of that. It was a prior family member who had included her as a derivative on an asylum application. Due to notario fraud, the notice to appear in the court was sent to what today is a donut shop in Los Angeles. She's never lived in Los Angeles. Then her notice of deportation in absentia was sent there as well. It was an absolute shock to her.
Do you know how long she's been here in the United States and kind of what her story is about moving here?
She's been here since the late 90s. And we could ask her sons to speak a little bit more on the family history.
Do you have a copy of the notice she received to come in?
I do. I would want to check with the attorney before providing that.
And the attorney's not here right now?
She's available for comment today, now until 12:30, and then anytime after 2:30 p.m. And that's Laura Barrera at the UNLV Immigration Clinic. I'm the director of the Las Vegas Workers Center.
And your name again?
Bliss Requatrauts.
Okay. Do you have
Can you spell your last name?
Yes. My first name is Bliss, B-L-I-S-S. Last name Requatrauts. That's R-E-Q-U-A hyphen T-R-A-U-T-Z.
And one more time the name of the attorney, I'm sorry. Can you spell the name?
Laura, L-A-U-R-A, Barrera, B-A-R-R-E-R-A.
And she's with UNLV
Immigration Clinic.
Immigration Clinic.
So the notice that she received to be here, compare what the I-30?
I-130. There's oftentimes people confuse that for an approval, but it's an approval that the application process has been initiated. Her oldest son came home from college to be present for her that day. Because the family truly believes that she was going to be approved. They scheduled her to come in for an interview. Thank you. That's correct.
And the I-130, just I think you probably said this, essentially tells her you have one more step before possibly getting to green card, right? It's not official approval, but...
It's not official approval, but it can be misunderstood because it says approval.
Oh, okay.
Folks who are not familiar with legal documentation can easily mistake that for an approval of the
But it's
application.
actually the approval to start the process.
That the process has been, that application has been, the application has been accepted, but not that the determination has been approved.
Okay, got it.
And that is good. I would prefer you just clarify that with the attorney because I'm not an attorney.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah, they're gonna. Nomás quiero pensar en qué puedo hacer ahorita. Y empiezo con las emociones de cosas que y no voy a parar a nosotros que no. Ya paren con todas las cosas que están haciendo con los inmigrantes que creen que están superiores de los inmigrantes, no están superiores, todos somos humanos, no debe estar así. Mi nombre es Ricardo
¿Confías tú en las autoridades migratorias? Como dices, ya pensaron que iban a terminar, que iba a salir con su mamá y de repente todo cambió. O sea, ¿confías tú en las autoridades? ¿Qué te hace?
Siempre he temido que esto iba a pasar, pero mi mamá estaba bien contenta que ya iba a estar ciudadana, porque yo también necesité en institución estar ciudadana, que cuando esto pasó nomás me confirmó lo que ya estaba teniendo, que la iban a agarrar, y ya lo que pasó, ya pasó, pero ahora es lo que ya podemos hacer ahorita, para informar a la comunidad, para ganar para atrás a mi mamá, para parar todo lo que está haciendo ahí.
Cuando hablas con tu mamá, ¿qué es lo que ella te dice o qué es lo que te dice que le digas a tu hermano menor? Porque
más quiere que estamos fuertes, que continuamos con nuestros estudios, de todo lo que quiere que estamos en estudios para ser buenos, para crecer, para salir bien en la vida y todo, es lo que quiere, es todo lo que quería. Y también quería ser ciudadana para poder soportarnos más.
Desde que ocurrió lo de tu mamá, ¿cómo han sido tus días ahora?
Sin dormir, poder pensar bien, estar en la escuela, no puedo pensar bien, nomás puedo pensar en lo que está haciendo mi mamá. ¿Se vivieron con su mamá? Sí. ¿Y ahora? ¿Mamá? Ahora estamos viviendo con el novio de mi mamá, Jesse, que nos está soportando para mí. Estoy bien agradecido con él.
¿Cuántos años tienes?
Tengo 18, él tiene 13. Mi hermano tiene 21, es porque estaba esperando que mi hermano se hizo 21 para hacer las cosas bien, legales. Pero ¿cómo va a hacer las cosas legales cuando hay personas?
What that conversation was like, what she thought she was looking forward to. I'm sorry if you said this in Spanish already. I apologize.
It's because I'm remembering, because she was I said good luck to her, the last thing I said, because I was really excited. She was going to become a citizen. And I was like, good luck, Mom. You're going to become a citizen soon. And then when I got the message that she was going to get deported, I didn't know what to think or do.
Can you give us a little bit of the history of your mom? Like, how is she? What kind of person she is? What she means to you?
My mom is probably like one of the best moms in the world. She's always done the best to maintain us, and she's always focused on us studying in order so we can be successful in life. And like without her, it's really hard because everything I do at school is for her. And so she can see that I am succeeding, that all the hard work she's put into us, all the hard work that even if she's been suffering, she's been working all the time. And all the hard work she's put into us was so we can succeed. And without her, it's just, I don't know what to do.
Were you two and your older brother born here in Las Vegas?
We were all born here in my older brother was born in California. Me and Eric were born in Las Vegas.
So you guys have lived here your whole lives?
Yes, we were born and raised here this entire time.
Could you both say your ages and spell your names for us so we have it on record, please?
My name is Ricardo Avalar, R-I-C-A-R-D-O, and I am 18 years old. My little brother is named Eric Avalar Gomez, E-R-I-C. He is currently 13 years old.
You spell the last name?
Avalar, A-V-E-L-A-R, Gomez, G-O-M-E-Z.
And it's just been you and your mom and the three of you. She's been a single mom.
She's been a single mom for around 12 years, and she was currently living alone with us until we moved in with Jesse, her boyfriend currently, and we just done that around like 3 months ago. She had a dream home, she had a dream car, we were doing good in school. All she wanted was to become a citizen, and this is how.
Where's your mom originally from?
She is from Mexico, Michoacan.
Did your mother express any fear about something like this could happen, or did she just think she was on the road to citizenship?
She felt like she was honestly on the road to citizenship. The day before her interview, she was asking me like any interview questions they might ask her. I was like, just talk about the family, you're gonna be fine. And then I called my brother because it was a while till I heard from him from the appointment that was stated. And I called him and I was like, is everything okay? And he's like, I'll call you back later. And then I call him when I hear the news and he's like, yeah, Mom got deported. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me? And he's like, I didn't want you to worry as much as I am. And I was like, I couldn't handle it.
What did your mom do for a living before all this happened? And where was she working?
She was a stay-at-home mom, but before she was a stay-at-home mom, she used to work at a laundromat near Lake Mead, and she would work there days on ends, hours on ends, and she would always say that her back hurt or like she was tired and stuff like that, but that never stopped her. She kept always working for us to maintain us, whether to pay the bills, whether to afford the mortgage and stuff like that.
Have you been able to talk to your mom since?
We have been able to talk to her, and she is currently, right now, she is nervous because she doesn't know what's going to happen right now. We told her that we put a stay on the deportation, but she's still pretty nervous about seeing the ICE officer that abused her previously.
What has she said to you? Has she said she loved you? Have you guys talked about other things? Have you been able to?
We currently talked about how I got my driver's permit, and she was really happy about that because she was worrying about how I'm going to because I'm supposed to be driving Eric to school now that she's not here to fill in that role as a mother. So I'm trying to fill as much roles as I can and to maintain like a steady life as it is right now.
And that's not something you've ever really had to do?
No, I really haven't. But I'm trying to put as much effort as I can in order to make things as normal as possible until we can get the situation figured out.
Do you know when your mom tried to initiate the process?
She tried to initiate it a year ago. She had all the paperwork filed. She even got her work permit. So why would they give her a work permit if she had a deportation on her? It was all a trap until that day when she entered the office. They were like, okay, you're here, let's go.
Do you know when she got the work permit?
She got the work permit around a few months ago, so she had it for a while. And she was about to work too. She was already planning where to work and everything. And she was just waiting for her citizenship, and then she said, we can travel, we can go see my mother in Mexico, you can meet your family there. But I didn't want it this way.
How does it affect your dreams not having your mother here? Does that change like your situation in terms of having to work, maybe going to college next year or in the future?
I'm trying not to let this emotionally affect me so I can continue with my studies and I can go to college like she wanted me to. I'm trying to keep my job. I'm trying to do everything I can to keep everything sane at the moment.
Do you have a message for your mom right now?
I just want her to come home. Mom, I love you. I want you to come home.